Hey guys, just wanted to give you my reaction to She-Hulk Attorney at Law episode 4. So like I said, this show, as I've been saying, it's good. It's just not amazing. Some of you guys I know are enjoying it quite a bit. I just see that there's a lot of potential that it's not really hitting. Um, like I said, I want to see more of the superhuman law stuff that is in here, but they don't actually get into the legalities of it. So there's, if you don't know the setup for this, there is a magician, a stage magician, using a sling ring, which is the thing that Doctor Strange and Wong use to open portals, and he's using it in his stage theatrics. So Wong is trying to get, I think it's an injunction, or he's trying to stop him legally from being able to use real magic in his stage performances, and they fail in doing that, and they're going to talk about it in a few weeks, according to the judge, or something like that, and so we see a little bit of legalities, but then it just sort of turns into a superhero adventure. It's a fun adventure, but it's not really what I'm wanting to see from this, because I know from the comic books in She-Hulk, they just get really into the nitty-gritty sometimes of superhuman law, just the weird stuff that can be done. There's a whole thing in Dan Slott's run where comic books within the Marvel universe are considered historical events. So She-Hulk can use comic books in her court proceedings, and that's the type of stuff I want to see. This just felt like, okay, this is just a setup for the rest of the adventure. Not a bad adventure. It had some funny parts. There was a little bit of court stuff that I liked. The characters that are introduced for just the episode range from I don't know that they're very in depth. They don't need to be because they're being played for comedy. Some of the comedy lands. Some of it's just a little bit cringy. We have Madison with a Y, but it's not where you think, which it becomes sort of a running gag. And after a while, it's like, okay, this isn't quite as funny anymore. But yeah, it's still a fun episode. It's still got stuff. It's just not really living up to the potential. Probably the best part that I had in there is in the sort of the B plot where Jennifer Walters signs up for a dating app and she's not getting any matches, so she makes a dating app for She-Hulk and she starts getting all these matches. So you see some of her disaster dates, and she finally, spoilers for the episode, she finally gets a good date, and it ends up after he sees her as Jennifer Walters, he walks out and really doesn't seem like he seemed like a good guy, but after seeing her as Jennifer Walters, he doesn't really want to date her anymore. And that I thought was kind of an interesting twist because it kind of plays on the character's insecurities a little bit, and some of the stuff that it seems like, yeah, she would have to deal with people wanting to date her as She-Hulk, but maybe not as Jennifer Walters. So I did like that. The other thing I'm noticing is the end after credit scenes. They have not been good for this series. The big thing with the MCU is, there's the thing, don't leave because there's going to be an end credit scene. And most of the time in the movies, these set up something that's going to happen in the future or something serious. Sometimes there's something funny if they can't really think of anything else. But all of She-Hulks have been for humorous effect, which is fine because it's supposed to be a humorous show. Except while they've been for humorous effect, they have not really been funny. The jokes have not landed in the end credit scenes. They've been ranged from just not funny to this is really taken away from the story. So I'm kind of disappointed in that. While the MCU shows, a lot of them don't have end credit scenes. I was excited that this one was supposed to have end credit scenes or after credit scenes after every episode. They just haven't been good. So that's a disappointment. As far as appropriateness for watching, not just the end credits but the whole show, they've done better than I thought. I was kind of afraid that with She-Hulk being more of a flirty character, that they would have some scenes that were inappropriate, more revealing. They've done okay, and even on this date thing for this episode, they did not push too far into showing scenes that were inappropriate or sexual. There's some that some people might not like, but nothing that I'm like, I feel like I should turn this off or anything. So that's a good thing for them. Overall, if I had to rate this one, like I said, it's fun. It's just not amazing. It's probably like, I don't know, 7.5 or something like that. So yeah, those are my thoughts on She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, episode 4. Let me know what you think. Hopefully you enjoyed it. But like I said, I think it's can be enjoyable, just not quite up to the potential that I'd like. All right, thanks for listening, guys.